The Berean Pulpit welcomes you to my study from Hillsboro, Missouri. Hello, this is Brother Oates. In 1 Samuel chapter 8 and verse number 1, "And it came to pass when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Israel." It was a hasty decision, perhaps, because Samuel would live another 38 years. In Proverbs chapter number 14 and verse number 12, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." This single decision would lead to the decline and eventual downfall of a kingdom. In 1 Samuel chapter number 8 and verse number 3, "And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre." Lucre is money or bucks. "And took bribes," you know what a bribe is, "and perverted judgment." They were biased in their judgment. Imagine bucks, bribes, and bias. Eventually, the people had had enough. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse number 10, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." When someone loves money and it's their primary focus, very likely it could lead them to break eventually some law. In 1 Samuel chapter number 8 and verse number 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah. They had had enough. They had had their fill. Verse number 5, "And said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways." Now listen to this. "Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations." They not only wanted a king, they wanted a king like everybody else had, all the unrighteous nations. In Proverbs chapter 14 and verse number 34, "Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people." And so in 1 Samuel chapter number 8 and verse number 7, "And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me." Watch this now. "That I should not reign over them." You see, their rejection was God's rule in their life. How tragic. In Psalms chapter 33 and verse number 12, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord." You see, the downfall of a family led to the decline and the eventual downfall of an entire nation. Our founding father over 240 years ago, George Washington, said this: "It is impossible to rightly govern a nation without God and the Bible." Bereans, search the Scriptures. God bless you.